Good evening, everyone. Welcome to stream. I hope life has been treating you well lately, and that you've had a very epic week. It is Friday. We all like Fridays, right? Is there anybody who doesn't like Fridays? Probably. It's like 7 million people, 7 billion people on Earth. I'm sure there are several people who dislike Fridays. Probably at least 3 people. Oh, now I understand why my headset hasn't been sitting right on my head lately. Somebody extended it. For some strange reason. Bosses and CEOs. Probably, yeah, probably. Okay, give me a second just to organize my workspace so I can actually see what I'm working on. In the meantime, let me know how you're doing. Okay, I just need to grab the reference sheet for this one. Where are you? Here you are. A very adorable character, by the way, as usual. Doing good? Nice. Meowdy. Meowdy indeed. It's a stream? It is. Indeed. Okay, why can't I move this? Okay, I can. Everything's fine. False alarm. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. Nobody's dying. Not today. Okay, yeah, so they asked for a mischievous facial expression. And so I made this, which I think is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this so far. And now I'm gonna line it. Yeah. I do have another one that I need to I'll probably I have another one in my queue that I need to work on as well. I'll probably do that after I'm done with the lines for this one. I feel like doing the lines for this one first, and then I'll do the sketch for the next one. Yep. Okay, are we good? Are we good? Okay, we're good. Anyway, how are you? I need 40 like this. Yes. That's the wrong brush though. I need this one, the textured one. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Didn't sleep. What? Was that voluntary or involuntary? Minor difference to stream layout, or am I crazy? You're crazy. maybe it's probably just like, because every time I open Chip, he's like a different size, so I have to like zoom in, and sometimes I don't zoom in as much as I usually do. Please don't ban me because of my name. Well, since you asked nicely, sure. But you're on thin ice, buddy. Thin ice. Life's been very coded for me. Final exams coming up, school being very back pain like. I think I've developed a fear for teachers now. Oh my god. I'm really sorry to hear that. Not that it's gonna make you feel any better, but definitely in a very phase of my life right now as well. On shrimp and stretch, okay. I shall. Need to get my footrest that I purchased and I never use. That was a good stretch. My muscles feel sore, even though I haven't worked out for a couple days. Very strange. Can I give Chip a chip, or is that cannibalism? That is cannibalism. That's illegal, so don't do that, okay? Nice art, thank you very much. Maybe? What do you mean? Recently realized my posture is absolutely abysmal. Mood. Dude, I've been trying to fix my posture for over a year now. And it's just not working. Like, I don't know what I have to do to, like, permanently fix it. Like, when do you finally reach the point where you don't have to keep noticing that you're slouching? And you just do it automatically. Will I ever reach that point? Maybe maybe it's too late for me because I'm old. I'm old in internet years, okay? Does Chip have 2 mouths? What? What do you mean? Like the one in the corner? Ah. Old person. Yeah, I see, like, I don't actually consider myself old. 28 is literally not old. I'll probably actually consider myself old when I'm like 70 or something. But I know that, like, anything over 24 on the internet is like unk status, so... Does Chip have 3k eyes with 40 wings? It's 41 wings, actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chip's true form is very similar to that of a biblically accurate angel. And that is now canon. Been watching your videos these weeks, it's pretty good. Thank you very much, appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by to say hi. Very nice of you. Depends where on the internet you are. I got called unk on TikTok and I'm 18. Bro. We are absolutely cooked as a society if 18 is considered unk status. Jeez. Looking forward to vacation. I have plans on a little trip to Bath in England. Hopefully my mental health isn't going to ruin this for me. Yay. That is so relatable. Nah, I'm sure you'll have a good time. I can definitely relate to the whole, you know, trying to have a nice experience and then your brain is just like, nah, we hate this. Nah, this ain't fun. Nah. Even though, like, objectively it's fun and cool and nice. But I think you gotta keep in mind, no matter how, like, bad you might feel, you almost definitely feel better, like, when you're on vacation. Like, you would almost definitely feel worse if you were, like, stuck at home instead. So that's something, I think. What can you do with Kato points? I have a bunch of random redeems on Twitch, so you can, like, boop me or poke me. Change my avatar, stuff like that. Because, why not? Know any good places for an American to run away to in Europe? Maybe even get a citizenship. Well, considering I've only lived in the UK and Germany, I feel like I'm not particularly authorized to answer that question. I mean, I think Germany's pretty... Yeah, it's biased, but Germany's pretty good. And I feel like... Oh, ja, wenn man von Teufel spricht, jetzt muss ich nur Deutsch reden für ein paar Sekunden. Ich glaube, ich habe heute noch kein Deutsch gesprochen, deswegen ist mein Akzent so heftig. Ich muss immer ein paar Sätze sagen, bis mein Akzent sich so Just, yep. Okay. Yippie! Miaudi, genau. Gutes Timing. Ja, ich glaube, wir haben gerade nur eine Person im Chat, die Deutsch versteht, oder? Okay, my apologies. I had something stuck in my throat there. Quick summary for the non-German understanders. I was basically just saying, yeah, I don't think I spoke German at all today, so that's why my accent is so strong. I usually need to like say a couple of sentences in German until I like kind of get used to speaking it, if that makes sense. And then my accent isn't as prevalent. Like obviously I still have an accent no matter what, but it is worse when I'm like speaking German for the first time in the day. I don't know if any other multilingual people can relate. I remember reading a few months ago that Germany is literally one of the easiest European countries for Americans to immigrate to. Really? For Americans? I know it's definitely rather easy for Europeans to immigrate to Germany. They are pretty welcoming to immigrants, you know, considering their history. Makes a lot of sense. I hope it stays that way. But yeah. I wanted to say thank you again for the amazing icon you made. Still absolutely adorable. Adore it. And honestly, it made my week. No, thank you so much, Willow. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I freaking like. I love how the one I made for you turned out. Like, I'm still really proud of it. So I'm really glad to hear that you like it as much as I do. Can I turn you blue? Oh, that was a randomized one. That's funny. Good job. Need to learn more languages. I struggle to find the time and have no one to practice with. Really want to learn Dutch specifically. Oh yeah. I want to learn Dutch too. I think I have a pretty decent chance of retaining what I learn because I do go to the Netherlands pretty often. But yeah, trying to find somebody to practice Dutch with is going to be hard because most Dutch people, especially younger ones, speak fluent English and they want to speak fluent English all the time. Also, thank you so much for the Prime resub, Sarah. What the heck? Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for enhancing the Kato squad once again. You absolute legend. Ah. I'm Dutch, I speak Dutch. I can't figure out what the last part of your sentence says. Like, it is really something. I don't know what those last two words mean. Meow 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 meow. You stream? I sure do. I stream every Tuesday and Friday around this time. Although my schedule has been a bit spotty lately due to busyness and mental health reasons. Stretch. Okay, one second. So epic. Yeah, I would love to learn French, but I just know that, like, I would have to put in a lot of effort to keep practicing it because I don't like have a way to use it often as I would with like Dutch. Dutch is just one of those languages where it's like, it just makes, it's just like realistic that I could like actually learn it, you know what I mean? I was like, thank you for the sub, Willow, what the heck? I appreciate it. Well, you did a freaking 3 months in advance sub? That's amazing, thank you. It's really nice of you. And thank you for the resub as well, Navila. Welcome in, dude. 23 months? Oh, bro. Bro. Bro, that's almost 2 years. That's wild. It does not feel like I've been streaming on Twitch for 3 years. 2 years. I've been streaming on YouTube for even longer. Sorry, my brain is like actual pudding. Also, am I gonna change back to normal? Hasn't it been 5 minutes already? Maybe it hasn't. My perception of time is pretty off lately. Oh, there we go. Hope all is well. I appreciate it. It's not particularly well, to be completely honest with you. Just trying to think about how I want to explain. Streams are really calming and nice to listen to, so it'll be nice not getting blasted with an ad anymore. Yeah. I wish there was at least a way I could, like, choose which ads play on my streams. Because I can imagine... I can imagine there's probably some really annoying ads that absolutely destroy the vibe of my stream. Still have the socks keychain. It's not on any of my keys though, so my display, I'm afraid, will get dirty and gross over time, which it definitely will. Yeah, that tends to happen to keychains. Your 5 brain cells must work overtime. They do. I have 1 brain cell for every day of the week. Yeah, so that's why I didn't stream on Tuesday, like I said I would. I've just been having a really hard time with my next video, actually. The 7 days in a week? Exactly. Ah. Yeah, I don't know. I just get like that sometimes, and I've been struggling for my whole life to figure out what is the pattern, what is the reason. But sometimes I just the same way I'm like extremely motivated and I frickin' work like crazy and I'm having fun and time of my life and everything. Yeah, I get the complete opposite. And I don't know why. I wish I could figure out why. But yeah. So I have like made some progress on my next video. I've recorded. I wrote the whole script, recorded and edited the audio, and I started like setting up the timeline. And at some point, I just like couldn't work on it anymore. I literally sat in front of the Adobe Premiere Pro file, just stared at it for over an hour. Yeah, I really don't know why, because it's not like I'm not enjoying working on it. I'm pretty passionate about it. I think it's a fun video. I'm really happy with how the script came out. It's not even that long either. It's about 4 minutes long. But I'm just like, I don't know if it's I don't know if you I don't know if that's considered executive dysfunction. That's what it feels like. So my plan on Tuesday was, well, I wanted to like plan out the entire video and then just work on the visuals on my stream on Tuesday, but I just kind of like died mentally, I guess. So that's why there was no stream on excuse me, on Tuesday. And I almost didn't stream today. I don't know. I might still cut it short today. But I'm doing okay right now, so we keep going. Yo, 5 stream streak, let's go. Congratulations. Are you a furry? Just wanting to know. Maybe. What gave it away? My 12 different personas. The fact that I'm talking to you as an anthropomorphic skunk right now. You got it, Gabe. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I mean, the one good thing that I always try to keep in mind is, you know, I may have these ebbs and flows of motivation and just general like negative feelings and stuff, but it does always go away eventually. I wonder what gave it away. Exactly. Yeah, I do wish I could at least like predict it a little bit more, you know. I'm thankful to not be in a like super, what's the word? Like I don't have like tons of very bro, my brain is not braining. Especially because somebody's vacuuming right now and it's very distracting. I don't have a ton of projects that have very, what is the word? Very urgent deadlines. I don't have that many things that have very urgent deadlines right now, so it's not like, you know, the fact that I'm struggling to work is like really bad right now. Like it is kind of bad. Like it definitely would help me feel better if I could get some of the stuff done that I need to do. But you know, it's not like you know, panic mode kind of thing, thankfully. But you know, sometimes it does happen when I have very important deadlines to do, and that sucks. I wish there was some way I could at least predict, like, oh, I don't know, next week I'm probably gonna be feeling bad, so I should do more work this week, and so I can get myself a break, that kind of thing. I don't know, but that's not how brains work. Ah. Yeah. Okay, why did I close the reference? Why do you call a skunk laying in the middle of the road? Obviously, it is a Himalayan skunk. After all, you did find Himalayan in the middle of the road. Okay. Okay. Why did I close the reference? Am I okay? Okay, here it is. False alarm. About this. Yeah. Okay, I don't think I'm missing anything. Not much to miss, to be honest. Just a pretty simple design, which is always nice. Always useful. The nose is very boopable. If only there was a way to boop me. Oh no. Yo. The 45.3 sub, bro. Bro. Thank you, Matthew. Welcome in, dude. I hope you've been doing well. Mid-autumn year, and recently it's been warmer than it was all summer, which is mildly off-putting. Yikes. I think. Probably a yikes, right? Probably, concerning, right? Okay, gosh, this... Like, I am very thankful that my partner is cleaning up and stuff. But, like, I'm so distracted by the vacuum noise right now. It's so bad. It's like my brain don't work. Yeah, I did forget something. Thanks. You're very important. I think I'm also gonna make the chin a little bit softer. Yes, yes. There we go. Maybe, on shrimp and stretch. Okay. Thank you very much for the reminder. Okay, let's add in some ambient occlusion, because I'm obsessed with ambient occlusion. It just adds so much. It's just such a simple way to add so much depth to a drawing, in my opinion, to line art. Loosen up. I'll try. I find it easier to focus with noise like that, weirdly enough. The quiet just makes me zone out too much. Yeah, for me, it really depends. Because I do need some kind of noise in order to focus. For example, I usually listen to podcasts or watch YouTube videos in the background, stuff like that. But I think if it's a noise like the vacuuming, like it's very... What's the word? It's not consistent. It's sometimes louder, sometimes quieter. There's like loud banging noises when it's hitting a wall and stuff like that. First summer I spent here consistently got over 40 degrees Celsius, where this summer it was always cloudy and barely even made it past 20 on most days. It was actually depressing, oh my god. I feel like last summer was not that warm as well here, but I might be misremembering. My memory be bad. Need some noise so I don't hear my 1 million little voices in my head. Dude, that is such a mood. Huge mood. Is that an anthropomorphic animal with human characteristics wearing human attire? No. Are you implying that I may be illustrating a furry? Never. Never in my life. So distracting. I also don't want to like tell somebody who's taking the time to like tidy up the apartment to like stop doing that, you know. Thank you for the resub though, yon tease. What the heck? 30 months, bro. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I hope you've been doing well as well. Revamp Skog here, 2.5 years. Time flies by so fast. How have you been, Aaron? Bro, I always forget that you're you're Revamp Skog. How have you been? Not so good, but it's okay. It is all good. Kinda. Time flies too fast for me to comprehend. Bro, everything you say, I'm just like, mood. I've been really feeling that lately, to be honest. Because I feel like... Like, all my problems, I'm not, like, improving with any of them. And everything takes so long to improve on. Even things like, I don't know, going to therapy, going to doctors and stuff, it all takes so long. It takes so long to get to the to get the appointments. It all takes so long to actually work through everything that you want to work through, and it's I feel like I know I'm young. I like unironically don't think 28 is old. But it does feel like I'm running out of time. Honestly, I think that's, maybe partially, comes from, being trans and transitioning so late in my life. That it feels like, you know, I kind of, like, lost the first 24 years of my life, right? Now I, like, have less time to actually enjoy life as the real me, if that makes sense. I feel like I didn't used to have this feeling that time is going by so fast. I feel like I used to feel like time is going by way too slow, actually. I don't know, I kind of like feel this extreme pressure to fix all of my issues so I can actually enjoy life before it's too late, you know? I don't know. I don't want to be too too depressing today. I apologize. Weird animals? Maybe. Didn't know today was therapy stream, then again, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I do try to, like, avoid too depressing topics on my streams, because I want to be, like, the kind of stream you can tune into to, like, distract yourself from shit you're dealing with in your real life, because I know a lot of you are also, like, going through stuff right now. But in all honesty, it is hard to pretend that everything is okay sometimes. But if anything, it's always nice to hear when people relate. Ah. Could also be a midlife crisis. I'm not in my middle life. I'm not at the middle of my life. I'm not that old. And if looking back at what I've already done to help improve my well-being really helps me feel better when I feel like it's taking too long to get fixed. Yeah, I generally agree with that. I guess I'm just in such a, like, negative headspace right now that it feels more like, kind of feels like all that progress was like, what's the word? Am I missing a step? Yeah, animation folder. Okay, we're good. Like, it feels like I have, like, several things in my life I'm trying to work on. And I was making, like, really good progress, felt like. But recently, with like, multiple of these things, I, like, hit a point where, like, I don't know, so, like, something set me back. And now it feels like I'm not even, like, back to where I was before. Like, it feels like I'm even worse. And it's like, you know, I'm kind of in such a negative headspace right now that it's difficult to feel like it's worth trying again. The same thing is just gonna happen, you know? But, that's what therapy is for, I guess. It's always worth trying if it's important to you. That's true. Thank you, Mark. This song is giving me, Stray vibes. Stray was a good game. Okay, now it's not giving me Stray vibes anymore. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my time perception today. It feels like I've already been streaming for an hour, but it's only been 40 minutes. It feels like longer than an hour, honestly. As some mole that has struggled and still kind of struggles with dealing and coping with negativity, it's good to find similar feelings about it and be able to chat about it. I appreciate that. I do worry that, like, yapping about negative stuff all the time just kind of makes people who are watching feel worse. So that's nice to hear. It's reassuring. I don't know. Another issue I have is that I find it really difficult to talk to people, like friends and family and stuff, when I do feel like this. Unless they specifically ask about it. Like, if anybody doesn't ask me how I am, I just won't. I won't tell them, even if I'm feeling really bad. Or even, like, really good. I don't know. Like, the idea of just like randomly bringing it up without being prompted to, it feels like wrong to me. I don't know why. Like, I know logically that it's completely fine and that's people have conversations with each other like that all the time. But I just can't. I can't do it. I don't know why. And then I just start feeling like, oh, they didn't ask me how I am. They don't care about me, man. Even though again, like, I know logically, like, some people just don't, like, think to ask. It doesn't mean that they don't care about you. I don't know. Good morning, good morning. Same here. I'm happy to listen to anyone talk about whatever, and I feel like that's normal, but I can't bring myself to start talking about what's happening on my side. But, yeah. Very big mood. Then, like, if somebody does ask me how I am, and I'm honest, like, yeah, no, I haven't been doing that well lately. I see, like, the concern, like, the worry, or, like, hear it in their voice or whatever for, like, on a voice chat. I feel really bad. I feel so bad that it makes me just want to go, oh, yeah, but I'm, like, okay now, like, don't worry about it. Even if I'm not actually okay. Ah. Worry I'm gonna ruin their own mood by talking about it. Exactly. Exactly, same here. I'm in, like, this... It's really stupid because on one hand I'm like, okay, if the other person is in a good mood, I'm like, oh, I don't want to ruin their mood. If the other person is in a bad mood, I'm like, oh, I don't want to make them feel worse or, like, distract from their issues by talking about mine. So I just never talk. There's no situation where I would ever talk about it. Feel guilty of that. Someone asks me how I am and then I forget to ask in return. Well, I don't mind at all hearing about how they are. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. That's, like, honestly something that I've struggled to accept, is that, like, people don't think and act in the exact same way that I do. Like, I'm the kind of person who, you know, I like notice if there's like if you're typing to me in DMs in a slightly different way than you usually do. I'm like, oh, are you okay? Is something going on? That's the kind of person I am. But not everyone is like that, and it doesn't mean that they don't care about you. They just their brain works differently, and that's fine. That's normal. I know that logically, but something in my brain still feels like hurt when people don't treat me the same way that I treat them. Even though I know that doesn't make sense because I go above and beyond for people. Even though I know that it's not they don't expect me to, they don't require me to. I just kind of like naturally do it because I can't imagine not doing that. What you're saying is I need to be in a perfectly balanced mood. Nah, I would probably still like think of some excuse why I can't talk about it. Someone once asked me how I was in an Overwatch lobby. I was genuinely left shocked considering the game's community. Yeah. So today I'm officially done with A1 German. Yippee, yo, congratulations. Hello, greetings. Welcome in. I might go for a quick pee break shortly. I had to go before stream, but I just cleaned my toilet, so it's got like blue stuff in it. You know, the blue, like the cleaning fluid for toilets. You're not allowed to pee on it. Ah. Proper empathy should be standard. We'd at least be a little more stable if so, methinks. Yeah, I think there is... I think some people definitely should work on being more empathetic. But, I also think that, a lot of people just, like, show their empathy in different ways. In my case, I really need to, like, learn that. I mean, this is my issue, like, I know it. But I don't know how to, like, make my brain understand it. Make my brain be okay with the fact that people don't notice when I'm, like, I don't know, talking less than I usually would. And then, like, ask me how I am and stuff. I don't know how to be okay with just, like, telling people when I don't feel good and I need support without being specifically asked for it. Hello, Shy. Welcome in. How are you? How art thou? Yeah, I don't know. Something I've noticed about myself recently is that I really need like evidence when somebody like likes me or like wants to hear hear me like talk about myself and stuff like that. Like if somebody like straight up says to me like, yo, I don't know, like, what were you up to today? Tell me all about it. What have you been working on? And I like tell them about it, and they're like, oh, that's really cool. Tell me more. That kind of thing. That's like, you know, that's great. I can like yap for hours. I feel like extremely confident and stuff. The thing is, most people don't like do that. Again, not because they don't care. It's just that they don't think to ask. If you just start talking about it, usually people are like, oh yeah, that's cool, that's interesting. Glad to hear that. People just don't like naturally be like, okay, I should like tell this person that I appreciate this conversation right now. But I guess I just naturally like always assume the worst. So when I don't have that very direct feedback that somebody's actually interested in the stuff I'm saying, I just assume that they don't want to know, which is my whole issue, I guess. I don't really know like how exactly to work through that. I guess recognizing it is the first step, at least. Just wanted to let you know that you're amazing. Thank you, Mark. I really appreciate that. You too. You are amazing for saying that. Stretch? Okay, let's go. How's the animation going? It's not very animated right now. It's like this. I need to draw one more frame and then it's gonna be very wiggly. I think once I'm done drawing the line art for this, I think I'll move on to the sketch for the second. It feels like I have a burp stuck in my throat. Oh, excuse me. I think I'll move on to the sketch for the second icon I have in my queue. Just because I like to switch things up every once in a while. Glad past me decided to leave TikTok, my mental health feels a bit better. That's good. One thing I'm very glad about for myself is that I don't know why, but I'm like completely immune to like TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, that kind of thing. Like, I don't know, I can look at like 3 of them and then I get bored. I'm very thankful for that because I know how addicting those algorithms are to most people. Full stop. I thought I was gonna like add something else to that sentence, but I guess not. Love overthinking what the other person is thinking just for it all not to matter. Yeah. Huge mood. I don't know, like I just have this like constant need to like analyze the other person I'm interacting with. Like, how are they? Do they seem interested? Do they seem bored? That's why I vibe the most with people who are really good at showing that they are interested in the conversation. Which is ironic because I feel like I'm not like that. A lot of people seem to think that I'm bored when I'm in fact actually really interested in the conversation. Yeah, I guess life would be a bit easier for me if, in general, people were more direct. That's not how things work. And I need to accept that, you know, I can't be living off making assumptions. If I want to be the guy who lives off making assumptions, I should have the I should just like ask people like, yo, is it boring, the conversation I'm having? See, then then I'm like, oh, but then of course they're gonna say that it's not boring. They want to be polite about it. Like nothing is ever enough for me. It's so annoying. Vine ruined me on that. Dude, the funny thing with me and Vine was back when Vine came out, I was like really annoying about not wanting to participate in things that are popular. So I like didn't download Vine out of protest. I was like, I'm not. Vine's popular. I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna stay on YouTube where all the cool kids are at, you know. So I never downloaded Vine. Of course, nowadays I quote like all the classic Vines. Really bad at showing I'm interested. I just end up saying that I'm interested and asking questions out of worry that I look like I'm uninterested. Yeah, I don't know why, but I don't know. I feel like I'm showing emotion in my face, but people don't see that, I guess. But like, to me, it's really important to me to always like have the person I'm talking to feel like they're being listened to. So I always try to ask questions, you know, things like that. Ja, jetzt bin ich Deutsch. Was wollte ich sagen? Also wenn man in einer Gruppe ist und jemand ist am Reden, jemand ist am Reden und die anderen Leute hören die nicht zu, dann bin ich der Person, der versucht, also der dem zuhört. Also versuche ich auf jeden Fall. Das kann ich gleich alles wieder erzählen auf Englisch. Yay. Yippee. Okay, so basically I was like, yeah, so you know like when you're in a group of people and like everybody's talking and stuff, like one person says something, the other people don't hear because that happens sometimes. I always try to put in the effort to like make that person know that like at least I was listening. Like I try to respond to what they said, like react to it a little bit. Cause I don't know, I guess I know how it feels when you feel like nobody's listening to you. I don't know. I'm your personal Duolingo. Yeah, I wonder if the person who just completed their A1 German understood any of that. I'm curious. I mean, A1 is pretty basic, so maybe they didn't understand like the whole sentences, but probably a couple words, right? try to do that too. I also have to especially overcompensate because I don't like making eye contact. Yo. Mood. I hate eye contact, bro. Why is socializing so damn hard? I don't know. I mean, I guess I know I don't know about you guys, but I know in my case, that it's literally because I didn't do enough of it growing up. I spent way too much time alone in my room on the internet. And I also come from a very quiet family. Like we never ate meals together as a family, you know, had like game nights and stuff like that. That's the kind of thing that can also lead to somebody feeling like they don't fit in with others as an adult, or like don't know how to socialize and stuff like that. That's something I learned from therapy, yippee! It's like whenever there's a discussion going on and I want to join, but I either don't know what's the topic or I don't want to interrupt someone. I'll be waiting for them to stop for me to join. I really don't know, like, when is an appropriate time to join into a discussion sometimes. But I have been, like, I've been getting used to just saying stuff. Just, like... Cause like, when people talk, when people are having a discussion in a group, people are, like, interrupting each other all the time. And it's socially acceptable. So I've been trying to get used to just, like, interrupting people sometimes. Like, it's okay to interrupt people sometimes. And you know what? It's been going well. Like, it still feels uncomfortable, I still feel bad about it. But I've never been in a situation where somebody's been like, hey, can you not interrupt me, dude? That was very rude of you. Usually it's, usually I get a positive reaction, like... somebody's, like, glad that I shared my opinion, that kind of thing, you know? I was distracted playing Minecraft, oh. When I hear German sentences, I'm able to pick out little hints and clues pretty consistently now, which is very cool. Nice. Congratulations. That's always the... That is always the funnest, the most fun part of learning languages, when you start to notice that you're, like, picking up... You can, like, understand more and more. Like, even when you still need to use context to figure most things out, it's still cool to feel yourself starting to understand. Why is the color red on the small but black on big? I think because the small one, the small skunk avatar, is the newest one I made. I also made it around the time when I rebranded my streaming accounts. Like, I used to use a lot of purple and stuff for my like brand color, but I feel a lot more connected to the color red. So when I made the new skunk avatar, I was like, you know, it kind of doesn't make sense that I have, like, all this red branding and stuff. There's no red on my character. So I wanted to make his color red. Also, you know, ties him a little bit more to Chip, who has the red, I don't know. But I'd say, quote unquote, canonically, either color is fine. Hello, hope you're having a good one. You're an absolute legend to me and you can't change my mind. What the heck? What the heck? Master Gaming, you freaking legend. I really appreciate it. That's really sweet of you. Hope you're doing well too. Line out so crisp. Thank you. I do enjoy a bit of crispy line art. Yo, Jay, thank you for the resub. Welcome in. Doing well? Ah, no way. No freaking way. B? I know, right? I know, right? Maybe I should rebrand again and start saying B instead of A. Oh, it would be B, wouldn't it? Because it's like A, B. Finally caught you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a while because I got poo brain. I'm thinking of... I'm not going to make any promises, but I'm thinking of streaming on next Monday. Even though Monday isn't my streaming day anymore. But I've kind of been thinking, you know, because I've been struggling with the next video. Like, maybe it would help if I would stream. Usually, I don't really like to stream video progress for that long, but maybe streaming it will like help me get into it. Because obviously, like, doing a little bit is better than doing none at all. Doing nothing at all. Last time you streamed happened to be my day off work. I slept in and woke up and I was like, dog. I see. When is C, I mean, but maybe each of my characters should say a different letter.
Give him a hook. V.
What the heck, Master Gaming? Thank you so much. What did I do to deserve this? Well, I can't give you a hug from over here, but I can give your message a heart. Which is basically the same thing, right? Thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you. Hacking legend. If I have not made it, if I have not previously established it. Any plans for this weekend? Nope. Nothing at all. Otters hug. Yeah. Still can't change my mind with you being an absolute legend to me. Okay, dude. You're so sweet. Thank you for the 43-month resub, Jay. Appreciate it. At 1. I see. I understand. Just checked out your website. I'm curious about the emote pack. Is it 12 per sticker? No, it's 12 for the whole... How many was it? 24? Stickers? They're just like a base though. It's not a custom. You get like the artwork files for all... Is it 24? I don't even remember my own frickin' 25 emotes. You get the artwork files for all 25 emotes, and you can edit them to look like your own character, however you want. Basically. Hope that makes sense. Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, I'm gonna start the sketch for the other icon that I have in my queue. From Valentine. Let's see. Very adorable character, by the way. They asked for a slightly toothy smile looking off into space. I hope I'm gonna, like, I hope I'm interpreting this correctly. I have an idea in my head. The fact that you looked off into space after saying that was peak comedy. Yeah, just getting into character, you know. And looking off into space makes me think of, like, being kind of sleepy, right? Like something like this. Like that. I mean, I can also just remove the eye eyelids if the client requests it. Is there a better word for client? Sounds so corporate. Commissioner, I guess. Commissioner sounds like like um like a sergeant or something. I don't know if that makes sense. I also have no idea what species this character is. So I guess I will just draw it similar to the ref. Maybe it's like an original species, I don't know. I mean, they kind of look like a Vulpix. Like the Pokemon Vulpix. Does this look like a slightly toothy smile and looking off into space to you? What do we think, chat? Help me. They look high, but that might be a positive. That's what I think when I'm like, oh, they're staring off into space. Not necessarily that they're high, but like in a similar State of mind, right? He's like sleepy, kinda. Sleepy, lost in thought, you know. That's my interpretation. Looks a bit like they're looking at something specific that's far away rather than in space, but in general, I don't know if that works or not. So like maybe if the eyes are like further apart. But I don't know if that's just gonna look like too dopey. Maybe that's what they wanted. Maybe they wanted like kind of a silly expression. Yeah, it definitely looks way more spaced out. That's true. Eyes completely apart, maximum goober. Oh, now I'm having second thoughts. Maybe they wanted it to look a bit silly. Oh, they messaged me. Okay, I just saw that. Isabel Pigs, go ahead with what you imagined. Okay, thank you. I really appreciate that. Sorry, I did not realize you were watching. Like the whole time I'm like, I'm so confused. If only there was a way I could contact the person to get a to get clarification. Too bad they made the request and then disappeared off the internet forever. Oh. I love how I was correct with Vulpix though. Hell yeah. You're so smart. Silly maxing. A silly maxing goober. Imagine saying that sentence to someone from like the 1800s. Yo, it's been a long time since I drew a non-anthro character for an icon commission. I wonder if I can find a bit of space for the tail. I think that would be pretty cute. Pretty adorable, pretty awoo, pretty wholesome. Yeah, I think that's pretty cute. Okay, so, I am going to go and take a quick break to grab some more drink and have a big pee. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't forget that, Ah. No! Bad cat! Aww. Chip, no! No. No, Chip! No. Chip? What? Greetings. I've been in a Chipflake stream for a while, everything is red now. Oh, that has been a while. I've been using the red for quite a while, actually. But it's okay. I still love you. Okie dokie. Okay. Does it, like, on VGen, does it, like, tell you that I am working on the thing? 'Cause if so, that's really cool. Because I do have a public Trello that I add that stuff to, but I feel like most people don't check that. Which is fine, by the way. Not complaining. Yo, Grunge, what's up, dude? Welcome in. How are you? How have you been? How have you been, my guy? Alrighty, okay, so Valentine didn't say anything else, so I'm gonna assume that this is good. And I shall add anything else that I haven't added yet. Tired? Just finished work the week? Work apprenticing. I see, I see. Are you still doing the, what was it? You were, like, training to be a blacksmith or something, right? Do I have that correct in my memory? I just word for word translated that from German. Why did I do that? Ah. Okay, so we got the hair. I'm like obsessed with drawing big poofy hair, by the way. Don't know if you've noticed. It's just like so oddly satisfying to me, I don't know why. Poof intensifies. Metalworking, welding, fabrication, hell yeah. That is, like, so cool, honestly. That's why I remember it, even though it was, like, ages ago since you talked about that. Because I remember thinking, like, that is so cool. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be saying this because I'm really bad at keeping up with people. But we should talk more, dude. I need more transmask friends. I don't have any. For some reason. Yeah, so fun. It really is. I'm having the time of my life. I also realized recently that I don't have, like, literally any IRL trans friends. Like, Hope I'm not forgetting anybody, but I can think of literally only 2 trans femme people that I meet up with maybe like once every 2 years. That's it. I do remember, I was talking to somebody once. This guy who actually lived/lives, I don't know, in a city that's like really close to me actually. And he was really cool, and eventually I like got into one of those situations where I struggle to keep up with people. So I didn't respond to him in a long time. And I reached out again, maybe like a month later or something. And he never responded. Sad boy hours. Same, listen, we have lives, true. If you want, I can yell at you more, bombard your DMs with horse memes or something. I would love that. I would absolutely freaking love that. Why are horses so funny though? Horses are absolutely hilarious. I'm able to send fan art anonymously / privately / without a watermark. I would like to make something at some point, but I'm shy. I don't really have any proper kind of social media setup. that's no problem. Don't worry about it. If you ever wanna like, if you ever make art with any of my characters and you don't want to put it on social media, you can always email it to me. My email is in my description, I believe. It should be. It should be. Yeah, that goes for anyone, by the way. Even if you do have social media, you just don't want to post it on social media, you can always just email it to me instead. Okay, we got the earring. The fur patterns I'll add in later. I can't see the tips of the ears anymore. Okay, I think I have every detail. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and line this already. The nature's fail child. Ah. And it's easier to keep up with people when they're in a Discord I'm active in. Yeah, same, honestly. I really prefer having like group chats and servers with like friends and stuff. The problem is every time I have like a friend group that I want to like keep up with and stuff, they never use the group chat, they never use the the server. It's like, bro. Yeah, are you in a part of any like artist discords by any chance? Because I've been feeling very disconnected from the art community in general lately. I mean, I say lately, it's been literally forever, honestly. Honestly, like for like 10 years, the last 10 years. Is it Chipflake and your skunk song that's available for fan art? Dude, I would love to get any fan art of like literally any of my characters. I should also have my toy house linked in my YouTube description. You can literally draw any of them. Thank you in advance. It's really cool of you. I appreciate it. Been a long time fan. How's it going? Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome in. How are you? Once worked for a guy with a team of other people, and he kind of stopped communicating with us, so we dipped. Now they all just hang out in my own server while we chit chat. Interesting. What's Toy House? It's a website for you basically create pages for your original characters, and you can like give them a profile if you want to, like include all the information, like the lore and stuff about them if you want to. But the main purpose of it is to have like a place where you can store all of the artwork that you've either made or received from that character. So I've uploaded all of the chip fan art that I could find on there. I know that there's a bunch missing though. So if you've ever drawn any artwork of Chip or Socks or any of my characters, feel free to feel free to email it to me and I can upload it to the gallery. Can't find it. Let me check. Oh, VGen does tell you if I'm working on the thing. That's really cool. I love that. Oh, my Toy House link is missing from my description. Why did nobody tell me? It's like all the fan art can be found here, and then there's just nothing there. Oh, I also don't even have the fan art outro anymore, so it doesn't make sense. Wait. Oh, I wanted to add that in, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. What? Sorry, I'm getting extremely distracted. Freaking Or you could also go to my website, chipflake.com, and find it through there. It's probably easier. How filled is your inbox usually? Which inbox? None of them are usually that full, to be honest. Yeah, let's do the this. Yes, beautiful, beautiful, wonderful, fabulous, even. A wonderful Volpix. Oh. Ah. Tellerizer? Haven't heard the song in ages. Yeah, they're on Monster Cat Gold. I went through and added a bunch more songs recently because I don't know. I want some more beats. Why? This is the third time I'm blue today. Gotta chill. Gotta chill with it, making me blue. Look how satisfying his lip sync animation is. Like, I did such a good job. I'm such a cool guy. Why do I have depression if I'm such a cool guy? I don't get it. Ever had a character that you really like, but it's a side character with barely any screen time, or a character you don't have much fan content to munch down on? Definitely. Let's see. So, my favorite warrior cat is Birchfall, who is a very what's the word? I wouldn't say underrated. I think it's very understandable why he's not as popular as he is. But yeah, very little fan content of him. I'd say there's probably a lot of Digimon that don't have a lot of fan content because they're so unknown. Huh. I mean, there's like 1,000 Digimon, so it makes a lot of sense. It's one Monster Cat song you could totally add. JK is probably too distracting. Yeah, honestly, this one is a little bit too distracting. I might have to remove it. I don't know what, like, I don't understand why, because when I work by myself, I literally listen to death metal and tear out and like the most annoying and loud music you can ever think of. But for some reason when I stream, if the song has like lyrics, vocals, it's so distracting. Utaro from Demon Slayer has like no fan art, but I still love him so much I wouldn't hesitate to say so. My favorite character of all media, wow. I don't know who that is, let me look him up. I did watch a bit of Demon Slayer, so maybe I know it. I think I remember him. I do like the design. I understand. I understand the appreciation. Steam, maybe. You can be cool and depressed. Apparently. Beep boop. I've already asked you this, but have you watched any Invincible? I have not. It is on my list of pieces of media that I will probably get to eventually, but it's not very high priority right now. Lately I've been watching Vinland Saga. It's the anime drama with Vikings. It's the Viking drama anime. And I have very mixed feelings about it. Um, I feel my throat feels weird. One sec. Ah, 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 ah. We good? Can I talk? Okay. So Villain Saga was like, okay, it like started off really good, really interesting. And then midway through the first season, it got like super boring. And then at the end of the season, it picked up again, and it was like quite interesting again. So then I started watching season 2, and season 2 was like ridiculously boring at the beginning. Like so boring that I almost dropped the series completely. But I recently decided to give it another try, and I have to say it is quite interesting again, which is nice. I think I'm like a bit over halfway through season 2. And it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Ah. I also recently finished watching Fire Force. Fire Force is definitely the anime of all time. And once I'm done with Vinland Saga, I really want to rewatch Digimon actually. Because the new Digimon series are supposed to be really good. They look really good as well. Ah. But my partner never watched it, so I wanna rewatch the original and see if it like still holds up. Cause I was super freaking obsessed with the first 3 Digimon series when I was young. I don't know. Did I have really good taste? Or was my like 14-year-old brain making it seem way better than it actually was? There's only one way to find out. Yeah, Vinland Saga can be that way. I'm glad that you said that because everybody I know is like, bro, Vinland Saga is like the best anime that ever existed. And every time I'm like, yeah, so it got a little bit boring sometimes. They're like, what? What do you mean? Get back, yay, good morning. Yo, what's up, Anna Banana? Good morning. I hope adding in this tail is not gonna mess up the cleanliness of this silhouette, this beautiful silhouette. But I think it's okay. I don't watch anime, I go outside. Why? Why would you go outside when you can watch 2D people go outside instead? There are parts that do drag at points, but as you say, it does get better and interesting at other points. Yeah. I do find, I have always found, Thorfinn as a character incredibly interesting. He's probably the best part of the show. Which I guess is to be expected because he's literally the main character, but... Yeah, Pia caught you streaming. Welcome in, Fluke. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. I have been caught in the act of drawing furries. Please do not arrest me. Please, you can arrest me, but like after I'm done with my commissions, okay? Because, you know, I really gotta finish these. Boss wants me to come to a meeting with him in half an hour. You? How about he comes to a meeting with your fist? Okay, that was, I don't know. Probably shouldn't beat your boss up, actually. I don't think that would be very good. I don't think that would be very good for your longevity at that particular company. Anyway, look how cute this Vulpix is. Yeah, you should just tell your boss, like, sorry, but I'm watching artwork of a really cute Vulpix. And then he's gonna be like, oh. It'll work, trust me. Sitting here for a better part of an hour, dying for a drink, but not getting up to grab one. I'm brain stand up. Ugh. That's how it is. That's how it be sometimes. Yeah. Bum ba bum ba dum bum. Bum ba bum ba dum bum bum ba dum. Hello, look how cute they are. What the flip? What the actual flip? What the actual flip flop? Flippity floppity. Ah. Sorry, I mean, but... Maybe even... Ah. Your art is incredible. What? No. No. Oh, you know what I should do? I should use these facial expressions that I set up ages ago. Wait. Like, no. No. How dare you? I do wonder how many of these icons I've drawn in total now. Probably like at least 200 now, I'm not even joking. Have any other animes in mind to watch at some point after Vinland Saga and the other one? Oh no. So like I have an entire list of shows that I want to watch. But there's nothing other than like Digimon that I'm like dying to watch right now. I've been thinking maybe a friend recommended me like a comedy anime recently about like zombies. What was it? I wrote it down, but I can't find it. Something like 100. Zom 100, yeah. That one's supposed to be good, and I think it's pretty short as well, only like 12 episodes? Or is it still ongoing? Might still be ongoing. Hello, hello, welcome in. Excuse me. Oh no, it's got 22 episodes. It's still coming out, okay. Meowdy. I don't have a facial expression that would fit that. Maybe like, meowdy. My partner's back at the vacuuming again. So distracting. Comedy about zombies? That is rather interesting. I think so. I think that's what they said. Yeah. It's like very much about the you know, like the working culture in Japan. That combined with like a zombie apocalypse, apparently. ZOM 100 is what it's called. I haven't seen it yet, so like don't take it from me that it's good. I just got a recommendation from a friend. If only I had money and an interesting OC and I commission you. I appreciate it, thank you. This Chipflake from Chipflake? Nope. I just stole his account so that I can get lots of viewers and make lots of money. It's working out pretty well so far. I just earned like 2 million euros. Just received 2 million euros to draw somebody's pet rock. Yeah. All because I stole Chipflake's username. Pretty worth it, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Pretty happy with this. I think I shall animate it immediately. Yes, indeed, quite. Ah. Beep, 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 beep. You know, it's just a friend's recommendation. The idea of the theme of how work culture is in Japan is a neat one. At least in theory. Yeah, I do find the topic really interesting. Agretzko is another one that did that really well. It's also pretty funny. Pretty funny, pretty cute. Has talking animals in it. Yep. What am I doing? Line animation, yes. Watch the Gretzko like the first couple of seasons. Same, I think. I think I only watched the first 3 seasons, maybe 4. I think they all weren't as good as the first one, but, you know, watchable. How many do they have now? 5, I think. I think there's 5 seasons of Agretsuko. I think it's over now, though. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. I love all of the furry anime. I love all of the ones I've seen, which is only, like, Beastars and Agretsuko. Oh, Odd Taxi is another one that I've been meaning to watch. That one's supposed to be really good. It's a furry one. And I also haven't seen Brand New Animal. I've heard that's supposed to be really good, but the story never got like fully adapted. So that's kind of like putting me off watching it, to be honest. You are under arrest for being overly adorable and wholesome. How are henceforth sentenced to Twitch chat's admiration and compliments about your art and personality. What the heck? I can't go to prison yet. I need to finish my missions. Like, you know, it's very cute. Very, very cute. Why is like talking like an old English knight? Why is that so funny? It's like actually hilarious. Ah. Hark what chicanery doth bestow mine eyes. Bro, I don't even know what half of that means, but it's hilarious. So hilarious, it made me burp directly into the microphone. The game Tail Concerto, released on the PS1, has a bunch of furry anime scenes. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Oh my god, that looks like absolutely adorable. Bro. Have I never heard of this? I really want to read the Beastars manga. Because apparently it wasn't that well adapted to anime. At least like the final season. I also really want to read the manga from the same mangaka called Beast Complex. That one's also supposed to be really good. It's in the same series as Fuga. Oh, you know what? I was thinking that the style looked really, really familiar. I haven't played Fuga either, but I do know of it. I am aware of it. Hello guys, good morning. Good morning to you too. Good meowing. Man, I'm hungry. I've been really hungry lately. Maybe I'm just sick. Maybe that's why I have poo brain. Wait, so like Fuga and Taylor Concerto, they have like, I feel really stupid for asking this. They have like something to do with music, right? Are you hungry? I'm hungry. What? Ah, what am I doing? El Concerto looks like 2008 DeviantArt the game. It does, and I love it. One is a 3D platformer, and the other's a tactical game. Yeah, but they have something to do with music, right? Like, not that they are like a rhythm game, but like, I don't know, maybe something in the story? Because I know that Fuga's like tagline is something about like melodies. Melodies of Steel or something. And you know, Concerto. Meowing, true. About your game, did you have a private beta for it? I'm soon to arrange my own closed beta and I'm wondering if you have any war tales / advice. I assume you mean like for like beta testing, right? I don't know if I would say I have any war tales. But one thing that did happen with our beta testers, the thing is, it's pretty hard to avoid this, but our beta testers were all quite, like, similar, if that makes sense. Like, we didn't really have, like, a wide pool of different people, you know, like, different age ranges, different levels of gaming experience, that kind of thing. So, when it was released to the public, we, discovered a lot of things that, a lot of people struggled with in the game. But our beta testers never struggled with them, probably because they were all pretty experienced with playing video games in general. That kind of thing. So I guess my advice would be to, like, if you wanna like have people playtest your game, try your best to get like a nice wide range of people to playtest it for you. I don't remember anything in the story of Tail Concerto that has anything to do with music. Really? I wonder what the concerto means then. Oh yeah, and also make sure you don't accidentally upload your beta as the version that goes online when you release your game. That would be bad. When does the Sigma version drop? When it's done Luke's maxing or something? I don't know. I wanna unread that. That was so weird. That version had the right Steam build ID. Yeah, nobody... I As far as I know, I think still to this day nobody really fully understands why that Steam thing happened. And unhear that. I'm sorry. Honestly, I hadn't thought about that demographic point. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, I really didn't expect it to have that much of an impact either, to be honest. Because, once the game was released to the public for a couple of days, the biggest complaint we had was about the fact that you can't you couldn't carry items anymore while you're wearing the speed shoes. And you know, this wasn't something that only like bothered a couple of people. This was like a really, really huge complaint that like almost every like a huge percentage of players were having. Yet not a single one of our beta testers complained about that. I think another reason for that though is thank you for the unshrimp reminder, by the way, Kanza. I have unshrimped. I think another reason for that was because our beta tester group was made up of people who are either or both fans of me and the main developer, Zump. So they're just people, they were all people who, I guess you could say, respected our vision. So, you know, maybe they played the game and were like, oh, you move around really slow when you don't have a specific item or whatever. And they were probably like, oh, okay, like, I understand why the developers did that. I think that's pretty cool, you know, so I'm not going to complain about it, right? I think that's another reason why that, like, what's the word? Got past the beta phase with no problems. No complaints. Ah. So, far from the most egregious thing I've said in the stream. That's true. Yo, 1 year follow age, let's go. Appreciate it. Heard beta testers are even in the chat? Nah. I don't think there's a single person in my chat right now who has played the video game Super Chipflake Quest for the Uncooked Schnitzel. Not a single person. Not even 2 people. Checking your game out, it looks cool. Appreciate it, thank you. I'm very happy with how it's developed. You made a video game? Don't start with that now. No, I still get comments like that. Can you believe it? Every time I make a post about like, oh yeah, game's on sale right now. It's on sale on the Nintendo Switch store right now, by the way. Every time I make a post like that, there's always at least one person like, yo, you made either you made a game or your game came out? What? As if it hasn't been as if it hasn't been, excuse me, if it hasn't been out for like 4 months now. Well, three months, right? Could be most of the game with the old version. I didn't really question it. Yeah. Like, I also still personally prefer the version where you can't store items with the speed shoes. Like, I feel like it makes the game a lot more interesting from the perspective of, like, how do you complete the quest? Like, how do you complete the quests? Yeah. like, you have to think a lot more about what items you're gonna craft and, like, you know, which stuff you want to upgrade first and things like that. But I also understand that the, you know, the speed shoes are just really fun. So not getting to use them for most of the game, I understand why that bothered people. Love to beta test if it's still open. As far as I know, I don't think the developer's accepting new beta testers right now. But you can join the Salsa Shark Discord server and ask about it. Because the game is still being worked on, there's still updates coming out that do need testing, so... Thank you for the interest, though. Remember the rants about Valve's testers? The Portal 2 commentary made it sound like features were cut because the tester couldn't figure it out. I guess they probably did the right thing. Yeah, I feel like that happens quite a lot with game development. Like, the dev creates something that makes sense to them. And obviously it makes sense to them because they're the developer. Discord link's expired. Which link are you clicking? Is it in my Twitch description? I think I forgot to update my my description since a while now. Have to leave for meeting. No worries, Jay. Also, I apologize for not responding to you in a while. I'll try my best to respond soon. Have a good meeting? Question mark. Okay, let me just, like, update my Twitch description really quick. I love how it also still says pre-order. I guess I'll write buy instead. Get it on Steam. Okay, let me grab the server invite. Yeah. Okay, that one should work now. If you refresh and click on the community Discord server link in my Twitch description, it should work now. Thank you for letting me know, by the way. Silly? Yeah. I do be silly. Love your VTuber model, by the way. I appreciate it. Thank you. He was a huge pain to make, but I think it turned out pretty good. Pretty proud. I made it yourself? Yeah! I sure did. It's really good, thank you. I wish I could offer commissions for these, because I know there's not that many people who do, like, animal VTuber models. Especially not ones with, like, a huge snout. But unfortunately, I don't know, I still don't feel like I'm good enough at making VTuber models to, like, expect money for it. One thing that bothers me a lot about my VTuber modeling skills is I feel like I'm not good enough at optimizing them. because you know, you kind of need them to be optimized as much as you can, so even people with pretty low-end PCs can use them. It would be really stupid if somebody commissioned me for a model and then they can't use it because it's too big, it doesn't run on their computer. But I can't find much information about how to best optimize your VTuber model. To be fair, I haven't looked in a while because I haven't had the time to make any new models in time, so maybe there's new information since the last time I checked. But that's kind of an issue I've had with learning how to make VTuber models in general. It's really hard to find good tutorials about it. I think that all of the good tutorials are probably in Japanese. Because most of the English tutorials I find... I don't know, it's happened to me a lot where I've been watching a tutorial, VTuber model tutorial, and they like, the person making the tutorial, they like make some kind of... Hello.
Really warm in here.
It's fine. Yes. No.
You can continue what you're doing.
I can't, I'm too distracted. And even the vacuum earlier was distracting me. Yeah, it happens to me. It's happened to me a lot that I'm watching a tutorial, a VTuber model making tutorial, and then they'll just they'll like do something and be like, okay, I don't know, step 5, you do this, and in my head I'm like why are they doing it that way? There's a way easier way to do it. I feel like a lot of people who make tutorials for like how to use Live 2D and stuff don't fully understand how to use the program itself, which is not a diss, by the way. I think it's just generally how it is, because it's like still a fairly new program and nobody's like figured out the optimal way how to use it yet, I feel. Imposter syndrome speaking, your VTuber model is definitely my favorite. I really appreciate it, thank you. It probably is imposter syndrome, to be honest. But I also... I don't know, I feel like if I'm gonna charge money for it, and when it comes to VTuber models, you do have to charge a lot for them, simply because they take so long to make. Like, they can take multiple months. I think, realistically, I could probably do one within a month. But then I need, you know, I need to be paid for a month's worth of work, which you can imagine is probably not super cheap. So if I don't know, I guess I feel quite a bit of pressure that if I'm going to charge that much, it needs to be, like, really good. Tell them to buy a 5090 in order to use your commissions. In like my terms of service, it's like requirements 5090. Have you been hydrating enough? Yes. I'm drinking lots of cola. Cool art. Thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome in, by the way. No water? Nah, I've been drinking water as well. I mean, I don't know, Cola Zero is like flavored water, isn't it? Kinda. Hello? Yeah, also at the same time, I get so many requests about if I do VTuber model commissions. Probably because, like, how many people offer commissions for models like this? Like quadruped animal characters. Probably not many. I certainly don't know any. So I do feel a little bit bad for being like one of the only people who can actually do it, and then I just like don't offer it. I don't know. I think eventually I'm gonna have to just do a couple of trial ones. Maybe like offer them at a discount and be like, you know, I'm still kind of learning, so like keep in mind, maybe a bit wonky in places, that kind of thing. Or I could do a YCH kind of model. Beep 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 beep. Stretch, okay. Thank you for looking after me. It's very sweet of you. Alright, hold on a sec, I think I have another one to add to my list. Which is good timing because I just finished the lines for this one. Let me see. I know it's coming along well. I appreciate it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. You know what? Let me just really quick tidy this up. Now you can watch the funny animation while I add the third one to my queue. Bullpix looks so adorable. Thank you. I agree. See, I can compliment myself sometimes. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, it's like a fluffy dragon? Bro. Bro, so cute. So freaking cute. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. No preferred facial expression, but a preferred background. Okay, I can do that. Yippee. Let me just add you to my Trello really quick. I can also mark these ones as in progress. Yippee. I love being organized. I thought the bro fluffy dragon was meant negatively in the beginning. No. No. Bro, a fluffy dragon? In this economy? How dare you? I'm excited. I love drawing dragons, especially fluffy ones. Okay, ref received. Yes. Started today, due tomorrow. Yes, okay. There we go. Maybe okay. Let me sketch it immediately then. I also didn't save this. 1 second. I just need to hide it for a second because I don't know if there's gonna be any like personal files popping up when I save it. Oh, I can put you immediately in whip as well. Okay, Valentine, wiggle icon. Save. Okie dokie, you may now see again. I'd ask you, but you don't seem to want to do any yet, and the other person I really like the model work of seems too big of a content creator for some random to ask about getting a VTuber model. I mean, if they take commissions for it, I'm sure they don't discriminate based on like how many followers you have and stuff. I mean, they probably get a lot of requests, so you probably have a smaller chance of getting accepted, but I wouldn't say it's like impossible. But yeah, I will think a bit more about maybe offering VTuber model commissions though. You have convinced me to actually think about it a bit more. Just offer, please don't hire me, I'm not good enough. Scary high prices and then experience the anxiety when they happily accept. I would die. But my refs are fine and usable. They're like actually amazing, honestly. Like perfect references. I'm not being sarcastic, by the way. I do worry that I sound sarcastic sometimes. I'm not. Like we got a freaking full body reference with a back view, unshaded, which is always a plus. And we even have like additional references. Amazing. Yo, I'm new to your stream. Well, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, let me just like get my brain. Okay, what facial expression are we doing? I'm thinking something very sweet and friendly. Maybe like maybe kind of like a soft smile. With a little bit of a head tilt, just to, you know, spice things up. Fluffy dog. Flauschige Drache. I love it. Hello, Mr. Skunkman. Hello, Diesel. Appreciate you stopping by. How you going? How you doing? So tired I turned into an Australian. I was always really confused when my Australian friends kept saying, "How you going?" I was like, that doesn't make sense. Until I realized that every Australian says that. For some reason. Not judging, by the way. I think it's very wonderful. How are you doing today? I'm doing a bit better, honestly. I have been kinda in a rough patch for the last... It has been a month now. Yikes. But I'm okay, don't worry about it. Twitchy little nose is so cute, thank you. I'm quite proud of that feature. Technically every German says that too. Huh. You're right. Wie geht's? Oh, was geht? What is going? I don't know. Yo, what the heck? Steffo, thank you for this Prime sub. This is really cool of you. Welcome to the Kato squad. You know how... Bro. You now have the power to, exclamation point meow. And exclamation point poop. And poke as well, I think. I feel like there is one redeem that I forgot to set up. Or did I fix... I might have fixed it on a stream before. I feel like once I was like, oh yeah, so you could do this redeem, and then someone was like, it's not working, and then I was like, okay, let me fix it, and then I fixed it on stream. I don't know. Why would a dragon meow? Well, it's not you that's meowing, it's this Chip in the corner over there. He will announce himself. Only if you want him to. Good, thanks, just have a headache? No. Sorry to hear that. Not that this is gonna make you feel any better, but I do have some good news. I haven't had a headache in so long. I used to get pretty bad migraines and stuff, like really regularly. But they just stopped. For some reason. I have no idea why. Like many things in my life, I have no idea why. But, you know, I'll take it. Yeah, fluffy dragons are the best type of dragons, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love all kinds of dragons, but like when they're fluffy, it just takes them from great to peak. Absolute peak. Tell me your secrets. I wish. I really don't know why. Okay. Yeah, I do appreciate it when my problems just randomly fix themselves, though. Happens to me surprisingly a lot. Um. Gotta head out now. No worries, Steven. Thank you for stopping by for so long. You're absolute legend. And for the resub as well, right? I think you resubbed. Appreciate it. Okay, do I want to... Meow meow? What? How dare you? Okay, I was kind of thinking about zooming in a little bit more. I mean, I might. I just... actually, I think this would work, because I don't want to block out too much of the background for this one. So you need to be able to see the flag. But like this should work, I think. Because I do like it when the face is a bit more in focus for a an icon. Sorry I'm like stuttering so much today, by the way. I think it's just because I haven't streamed in a while. Still kind of gotta get back into it, I guess. Maybe I will just adjust this wing a little bit. So it's a bit more wingy. You know how it is. Maybe you would see a bit more of the shoulder, actually. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this. Very cute, very wholesome. Okay. Time to line. Okay, God, we got like this. Then we go like this. This isn't important, but a year ago I bought a Windows 98 computer off Marketplace with the original monitor. The owner left over 1,000 JPEGs on this thing, so I basically own a lost media bomb, and I'm not sure what to do. Wow. Yeah, that is an interesting predicament. My partner once had got like a used computer, yeah, that somebody was gonna throw away. And they asked if my partner wanted to take it, and I was like, yeah, okay. And it had like a bunch of really personal documents on it. Like nothing like weird, but like stuff like insurance documents and like this dude's like full address and stuff. And I don't understand how you can't, like yeah, you were gonna throw it away, but like I feel like you should probably wipe all the data off of it first, you know? I mean, in your case, best case scenario, if you would have the time for that, I guess you could look through all of the data and see if there's anything, like, worth keeping. But to be honest, like, it's also not really your responsibility to keep it. So I don't think you should feel bad either if you decide to just wipe it. Because I don't know, who has the time to go through thousands of JPEGs? And like backing them up and stuff. That's a really cool find though. I do kind of want an old CRT monitor again. For nostalgia reasons. There was one sitting outside pretty recently at like a neighboring house. Like they were probably probably put it out to be thrown away. But it got rained on, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have yoinked it. I don't know, I've been thinking a lot about how old games and stuff, even TV shows and stuff, were like built for these old monitors, old TVs and stuff. So they just look way different and honestly often way better. Beepity beep. Hello, hello. It's because they were, since that was what was available to people at the time. Did I say something that implied otherwise? What you up to? Working on commissions. They look like, wait, they look like this. They go like wiggle wiggle. And like this one also goes wiggle wiggle. And this one doesn't go wiggle yet because I'm still working on it. Looks good, thank you very much. Why am I so hungry? Yeah, I find it really interesting how how like video game graphics were designed specifically with CRT monitors in mind. Apologies if that came off weird. Oh no, no, you're good. I thought that I said something weird. Thankful these streams always happen during prime nap time and prevent me from ruining my sleep schedule. You're welcome, I guess. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm making you fall asleep even more actually. Have fun. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. What was this drawing epic? Maybe. Beep 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 beep. You do have an incredibly soothing voice. I appreciate it. Thank you. Beep 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 beep. If you read an audiobook, I would listen to it when I go to sleep. I'll think about it. Seen some people's thoughts of playing with a CRT, or at least CRT filters, can make gaming older games look better. Yeah, it's really interesting to me, because like, sometimes, I don't know, things like the colors, they're just so different with a different monitor. It's really interesting to me. But when I did have a CRT monitor, I didn't really play games with it. Unless you count, like, Flash games. Wait, did I even play Flash games on the CRT? I don't think so. I don't think I even did that. So that was like my Windows 2000 computer. I think it was Windows 2000. I also had 97 at one point. I own 2 CRTs, one for the computer and a Grundig television. No, my grandma has one upstairs. I'm so tempted to take it. Just take it and be like, no, it's okay. I'll get you a better one. Okay. Look at this Durg. Look at this Durg. This Durg is amazing. What did I just reference? Some kind of like weird song from like 2007 YouTube. Was it like, look at this horse? Look at this horse, bro. Give it a lick. Tastes just like raisins. Is that how it went? It was unironically peak comedy for me when I was 12. Didn't know you streamed. Hello? Well, welcome in. not sure why, but every single time I stream, at least one person comes by and is like, I didn't know you streamed. I'm not upset or anything, I just find it funny. And then I do my whole yeah, so basically I've been streaming for over 2 years on Twitch and over 3 years on YouTube. Twitch was like, oh, you're a furry, let's recommend this. Finally, my target audience. Yeah, at least Twitch actually recommends me to new people. That's very cool. YouTube doesn't do that for some reason. That's why I stopped. That's why I started streaming on Twitch as well. Hola, hola, greetings, welcome in. Yeah, I think my progress today is pretty quick actually. I'm quite proud of myself. I think I will definitely be able to finish all of these today without having to rush, which is nice. Which is even this one isn't even a 24-hour one. I could spend a month on it if I wanted to, but I don't think I even need to do that. Remember me from last stream? I have poo brain and bad memory, I'm sorry. Actually, no, you wouldn't. I changed my name. Okay. Don't do this to me. Right, I wanted to check one of the other references from Steffel. But it's loading really long for some reason. Not the reference, but the website. I hope my internet isn't dying. No, I'm good on my end. Maybe VGen is just weird sometimes. Come on. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh right. Should I? No, right. I was gonna say, should I add the hoodie, but you wouldn't be able to see much of it anyway. It's a really cool hoodie though. But I also don't want to cover up too much of the background. Yeah, I think I'm good like this actually. Let me just tidy it up a little bit. And then I will do my animation magic. To be honest, I never even grew up with all the technology, but physically switching a switch or pressing a button feels so much nicer than touchscreen or sensors. Gives me a cozy feeling. Huge mood. Yeah, I hate it. I hate like modern cars now that everything is touchscreen. And that everything is like part of some kind of like Android system. Like just let me, I know like having a million buttons everywhere is like kind of annoying, but like I want to press the funny buttons. It's my birthday, yo! Happy birthday, Emerald Spawn. Hope I pronounced your name decently. Thank you for choosing to stop by on your birthday. That's very sweet of you. Beep, 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 beep. You said you would enable unban requests on Twitch, but you couldn't figure out how. Did I? I do not remember agreeing to that, to be honest. I kind of don't want to, because I feel like people would just use it to, like, harass me even further. I don't know if I want to deal with that. Meow, 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 meow. So have to go to your Twitch channel, create a dashboard, settings, moderation, channel privileges, where they can toggle on enable unbanned requests. But I don't wanna. Oh right, I think I remember what I said. Wasn't it like, you were like, yo, can you ban me on Twitch? And I was like, I don't know how, sorry. Swear I won't abuse it? Well, you know, in that case, that's a pretty convincing argument, I gotta say. Let's see. Moderation. There's no thing for channel privileges. Bro, I hate the Twitch UI. Everything is so confusing. There's literally no there's no channel privileges drop down under moderation. Advanced settings maybe? Like I know that that option is somewhere because I specifically like turned it off. I remember turning it off. Stop banned users from viewing your stream. Oh, it's interesting that you can enable that. Oh right, unban requests. Okay. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll get some funny ones. I'll just keep it on until I get harassed and then I'll turn it off again. Don't know if you remember it, but at HMIA I bought some fan art. I swear when I draw something for someone it turns out horrible for some reason. No, I do actually remember your username. I think you wrote it down on one of your... on the art you gave me, right? I actually have it on my desk over here. Let's see. So I have like these have like these little puppets of Chip and Schnitzel, like kind of dangling. That was somebody else though, right? Or am I mixing you up? Oh, Waffle YT, right? The printed out ones? Frickin' adorable. I also like obviously I love all fan art in like no matter which character it is. I love and appreciate all of it. But when somebody draws socks in particular, I like squeal on the inside. Oh, did I unshrimp? Thank you for the unshrimp request. Vulturemoth, appreciate it. Don't understand Twitch UI and I've been around for too long. The dashboard keeps changing. Yeah, they keep changing it. They keep changing it and stuff isn't where you think it would be. There's so many menus and all the options are not where you expect them to be. And then and then you finally like sort of get used to it and then they change it again, like... Friend. Thank you. Well, thank you. You made a very good argument. Can't fight that. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, I think I am gonna call it a day for this stream. I will continue to work on all of these off stream and send them by tomorrow afternoon. Yes. Yes, indeed. I think meow, what? I do have one more slot open if somebody still wants to grab one. But you would have to grab it within the next hour, because after that I'm not gonna take any more 24-hour requests. But you can still request a regular one if you don't mind waiting up to 30 days. I usually finish them within like 2 weeks, but you know, it's just there just in case. Anyway, alright, I said that I might stream on Monday. Love your vibe. Thank you, Clove. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow as well. It's very nice of you. Yeah, because I kind of need help working on my next video. So I might stream it. I don't know. Maybe that would help. I don't know. I've still have to decide. If I'm not live on Monday, I'll be back on Tuesday, so... You know, I think that's everything I wanted to say. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching today. Thank you everyone who resubbed through donations at me and stuff. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you next week.